We are live. Welcome back, everybody. Hello, Trumpet. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Dr. Smooch. Hello, Luke. Hello, Sapphire. How's everybody doing today? Oh gosh, my brain does not fox and geese. Like, hang on. Like, fox and geese breaks my brain every time. Okay, we do have sound. Sort of. So there's just like way less background music. So hang on here. Hang on. What's going on here? Okay. Finally. I'd switched from starting soon to the game, and my little stream readout thing didn't update. It still said starting soon. And it's like, am I talking to nobody? Oh no. Okay. So need to do the housework for today. Okay, good. Yeah, game scared me for a minute. Lupe doesn't have her housekeeping thing out yet, and Bill has do not disturb instead of housekeeping. Okay. This one is Yanni's room. Okay. Haven't heard any game sound. Did you hear the bed being made? Okay, hang on. Well, okay, let's try this. Got a bed on the left. Yeah. Okay. It's just gonna be that kind of evening, I think. Okay, game sounds are good now. Okay. So I have been having more like tech and internet issues today, and it's got me very nervous. So there's no music upstairs. There's only music downstairs. Sure, that makes sense. Okay. Well, I need to know when to make breakfast. Not that one. That one? Cooking. Okay, 7 a.m. Alright. Alright, so, all that aside, all of the tech issues aside, how's everybody doing? Oh gosh. I'm still distracted by the, like, giant bone footstools. I want one. I feel like that would go very well for whatever style it is that we are trying to make our house. Oh, Sapphire has exciting news. What's going on? Boomer asks, why can't she just take a regular vacation sometime? Because mysteries like her. How are you doing? Hello, Rikush. Thank you. Hydration. Okay. Alright, I'm hoping that that doesn't change, and I'll go ahead and dump the laundry, I think. Ooh, Sapphire says I hit my goal, so I'm starting the subathon I talked about before on Friday. That's exciting! Congrats on hitting your oh my gosh, your follower goal. Oh no, Rikush says I have earphones in and they are not the correct size and they keep making this weird do-do-do-do-do sound. Oof. Well, that's obnoxious. At least it's your earphones and not your car. Probably not hang around long. That is completely understandable. Earlier this evening, I was watching Pip stream over at Marquee Gaming. She was doing like an artist showcase feature thing. And I was really wanting to see that, partly because I was in it, and partly just for funsies. But like, I was having so much trouble with lag. Like, and it was completely on my end. It was just me. Which has me nervous about how my tech situation will be tonight, but oh, it was really annoying. So I kept having to drop out of it, calm down, come back in, get upset again, drop out, come back. All right. Just like okay. Oh, Sapphire said I'll keep her hydrated and posture good for you when you have to head out. There you go. That's community right there. Interesting. Oh no, Benjamin says I went down the rabbit hole of AI music last night. Pretty goofy. Oh dear. Alright. I can't really do anything else until it's 7 a.m. in-game, because that's when I have to make breakfast. Will it let me sleep for 15 minutes? Water will be gone by end of stream. I'll accept that challenge. Alright, 7 a.m. Cooking! Oh, French toast. That sounds really good. Hey, if I get up at 6 a.m., I frequently take a 15-minute nap sometime before 7. Just saying. Okay. Okay. 2 French toast, 1 Canadian bacon. Okay. French toast sounds good. 3 French toast and 2 Canadian. Okay. Okay, so Sapphire says if I'm up before 7, something is wrong. Boomer says if I'm up at 6 a.m., I'm back in bed by 6:05. Fair, yes. Alright, 2 French toast, 1 Canadian bacon. Really? For an athlete? That is not enough breakfast. Alright. That one's 3 French toast and 2 Canadian bacon. That's 1 of each, so... it's 3, right? Yeah. Canadian bacon. Okay. So this one, 1 Canadian bacon. It's no Canadian bacon. 2. This one 2. So 1, 2, and 2. Okay. Yeah. Boomer asks if ham is Canadian bacon. What do Canadians call ham? American bacon. I have no idea. And that one, 2 here. Whoop. 2 here. When it's fried, it kind of looks like bologna. Alright, 1 French toast. It's 1 French toast. That's 1 French toast. Okay, so all 3 of those just want 1 piece of French toast. But really, can you have just 1 piece of French toast? Can you stop there? Sounds like madness. Okay. His omelet. 1 bacon, 2 spinach, 3 green peppers, 1 olive. One bacon, 2 spinach, 3 green peppers, 1 olive. 1 bacon, 2 spinach, 3 green peppers, 1 olive. Oops, okay. 1 of everything except 2 olives. Oop. Okay.
Order up.
It really is just the best mini game. I would play a game of this.
Order up.
And I need to make... oh, this one's done? And all he wants is 1 piece of French toast and 2 slices of Canadian bacon. That is his whole breakfast. Good grief. Alright, so 2 more omelets. This one... no bacon. Really? You have the option of bacon and you're going with none? Alright. Spinach, 2 cheese, 3 green peppers, 2 olives. 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay. And this one, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1. 1, 1, 3, 2, 1. Yes? Okay.
Order up.
It's using so much more of my brain than I was expecting it to. Okay. Whew. Alright, we did it. Okay, they still don't have housekeeping, so I think I'm good to dump the laundry. Sapphire says, I just love seeing what they decide to make hyper-realistic, right? Alpha CC vibes. Right. It's a dangerous day, but not a deadly one. So, can I get out to the ice fishing shack today? Because there is very little on my to-do list.
Halt! By order of the Snow Princess, you shall not pass!
Help the small child.
You have defeated the Snow Princess.
Boom.
You may pass.
Icicle Lake. That sounds right. Okay, let's hope we can get there without freezing. Nancy always goes right for the face. I know.
I'm starting to get really cold.
Like, she is absolutely ruthless. It's got a little solar panel.
Oh my gosh. It looks like someone came in here and just wrecked everything, including the fishing gear. So much for catching a 2-foot northern pike.
Sapphire says that sound gets me every time. The bleh! Right?
Left behind by whoever trashed this place, maybe? 202-555-7237. That's a U.S. phone number.
Okay. Alright, nothing else we can snoop through. Tragic. What happened to Ruth? Oh. She's gone. Now Nancy's ruthless. Probably because Nancy beat her in too many snowball
cold
fights.
Out here.
Alright. Okay, least efficient way around the building
Warm
discovered.
again. Somebody left me a note.
That looks like a note you want to read. Where do I find that font? Nancy, I really like playing snowball fights with you, but I'm afraid you won't want to play with me anymore. If you play with me and win, I'll give you my top secret way I can stay out in the cold for so long. Freddie. Freddie, why do you have such ominous stationery? Alright. Tell Ollie somebody trashed the fishing shed. Also, we warm up. Sapphire casually writes like a budding sociopath. Yeah.
What you need?
Someone went into the ice fishing shack and ruined all of Bill Kessler's equipment.
Probably some animal-loving eco-fanatic who figured it was time to save the fish.
So much for trying to catch a bigger fish than Mr. Kessler.
Say no more. There's my tackle box. It's all yours. Kessler tried to rope me into competing with him, but I can't very well do that when you've got my hook and line now, can I?
No, I don't suppose you can.
What else do you want?
I'll get out of your hair now.
Keep me posted.
Okay. Freddie's stationery paper is a nightmare. Yeah, why is it red? I have concerns.
Hey, little Miss Fisherman. What can I do for you?
Well, I'll let you get back to beating Lou.
See you later.
You're not gonna tell him that somebody trashed all of his stuff? Really? Okay. You do you, boo.
Stop! You cannot pass until you have proven yourself in battle!
she got me. Whoop. Not being ruthless enough this time. Will be a nice little surprise for him. Dr. Smooch says this is so brutal. Seriously.
Whenever you're really cold, just squeeze the toasty pack and you'll get a burst of heat. It only works when you're already cold, and you can only use one toasty pack at a time.
Okay. Luke says, dig deep and pelt that child in the face. Seriously, like, this is why I always lost snowball fights with my brothers. Just can't do it.
I'm starting to get really cold.
No mercy. Teach child to be strong. All right. Whoop. Ooh. Whoopsie. Okay, I like the ice fishing.
Wrong again.
Called up her body strength could deal with it. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
That won't do.
Okay, well. Whoop. Sure, I just know off the top of my head what a northern pike looks like, right?
Rats, too small.
Okay. Yeah, this is a weird one. There's delicious boots in these waters. How's Nancy seeing all this stuff? The floating log is definitely at least 2 feet long. Whoop. If it was a log fishing competition, then I'd be doing fine.
Not what I need.
It looks so much bigger underwater. Look how tiny. Itchy baby. Boomer says, I've hooked northern pike. They're a lot harder to catch than that. Well, Nancy has skills. Maybe you just need to get good. I kid. Okay, which ones did I decide were the northern pikes? Definitely can't get that thing. Says maybe she is better at fishing.
There we go, a 2-foot northern pike. No more fishing for me.
Says maybe she is better at fishing, but I know to put on a heavy coat when it's cold outside. Ooh. The shade. Alright. So true, Nancy has no self-preservation skills. Well, someone just tried to murder her, so there is that.
Oh my gosh, whoever threw that ice ball at me must have set off an explosion that shattered the ice. And my jacket's gone. No wonder I'm so cold.
So she did have a jacket. Did the wolf bring her a jacket?
A coat. I need to make it to shore by jumping from ice floe to ice floe and put on that coat before I freeze to death.
At a certain point, like, Because how far out was she? At a certain point, I feel like I would just try to get to the, like, other side and go around. Oh yeah, there's like one missing or something. There it is. She can solve the mystery, but take care of herself?
Whose this
Nah.
is or why that wolf left it here, but at least now I won't freeze to death. I feel warmer already. There's a note in one of the pockets.
Okay, that looks like 6. One, two. That's the tote note. Okay. See, this is
Since
why
I can't go back the way I came, maybe these tracks will lead me to shelter.
this is why Ned worries about her so much. Because he knows that she's so busy Sherlocking that she won't think to stay warm.
Avalanche Ridge. Ugh, not exactly reassuring.
Yeah, it's fine.
The snow's so deep, I'm sinking up to my knees. If I want to follow those tracks, I'm gonna need some snowshoes.
Okay.
Ski tracks, probably Yanni's. I
Let's
bet
use
if
the
I follow
toasty
them,
pack.
I'll wind up back at the lodge.
Let's use the toasty pack, just in case, because I don't know how long of a walk it is. I'm pretty sure that we can completely annihilate the small child a few more times and get more toasty packs. I'm pretty confident in our snowball skills. Yeah. I'll do it right now.
Battle for the kingdom of the Snow Princess begins!
Whoop.
Cha!
Yeah! Like whack-a-mole.
You win! Bombs away!
There's a bomb? Alright. There, now we have one for emergencies. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Okay.
Ah, much better. I was really cold.
Okay, hydration. I feel like if Nancy had self-preservation skills, she wouldn't have these deep, long conversations with half the people that she has to talk to solve the mysteries. Back to it in a minute.
Nancy, hi! What the heck happened out there?
Actually, I'm not quite sure.
I walked out to Icicle Lake to see how you were doing in the fishing shack, only there wasn't any fishing shack. There wasn't even a lake. The ice was all busted up like somebody dropped a bomb on it.
All I know is after I caught that 2-foot northern pike, I walked outside and someone knocked me unconscious with an ice ball. The next thing I knew, there was an explosion and I was on an ice floe in the middle of the lake with no coat and no fish.
Somebody decked you with an ice ball and blew up the lake? Holy moly!
Probably you. Couldn't stand the thought of losing to a girl.
Har har. The good news is you're okay. The bad news? No more ice fishing.
The bad news is there's someone here who thinks it's okay to murder me.
I'll see you two later, okay?
See you later.
My dude. She wouldn't find herself at 19 to 35 murder attempts on her. Seriously.
What's up?
Girl, situational awareness.
Would it be all right if I borrowed your snowshoes?
No.
I wouldn't need them for long, just for an hour or so.
Well, in that case, no.
What's the matter with you? Afraid of cooties? Let her use your snowshoes.
I've only got one pair, and they're like precious, you know? Sorry, dude, the answer's no. What can I say?
Nice talking to you.
Ditto, dude.
Dude. Oh my gosh. Yep, ice fishing's the priority. Alright, will it let me ask her if I can borrow the snowshoes?
Hello? Hi, it's Nancy. Listen, I think I'm onto something, but I desperately need snowshoes. Could you give me the combination to the lock on the display case so I could use the ones in there?
I certainly can, but I'm not going to until you do something for me.
Sure.
I'm going to fax you a survey that Tino came up with. He says you're to fill most of it out by observing the people staying at the lodge, rather than just asking them the questions outright. He says that would put them on their guard. When it's all filled out, fax it to Tino. The results will help him come up with a profile that will help you to determine which of our guests is responsible for the accidents.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Excellent. I'm
Fire.
faxing it to you even as we speak. In fact, it's done. So why don't you go get it right now? I'll wait.
Great.
faxing.
Just hope the questions aren't too dumb. Got it.
Good. Now remember, when you're done filling it out, fax it directly to Tino. And he wants you to call him before you do so he can turn his machine on.
That's it for now.
Don't let me down, okay?
Sapphire says, I learned that I'm older than Wi-Fi. Oh. Okay. Oh boy. We know that he hates paprika. I don't think anyone else does. Oh. Okay. Fire says, know how humbling that is? Yeah, as Luke says, pretty sure I'm older than Wi-Fi by more than a few months. Mm-hmm. Let's see, the year I was born was also the year that the first computer game exclusive to CD-ROM came out. Prior to that, all the computer games had been on floppy. Sapphire says my husband's older than Linux. I'm gonna have to look up how old this stuff is. Oop.
I'm glad you stopped by. The alarm clock is missing from my room. I don't necessarily need another one. I just don't want to be charged for that one, seeing as I have no idea where it went to.
I'll make a note of it.
You're a doll. Now, did you want to ask me something?
Boomer says I'm about 20 years older than computer monitors. There you go. We have a range in this chat. Yeah, according to some of my former coworkers who were the reasons that who are a primary reason that I stopped working there, and they are former coworkers, I was born in the late 1900s. Ugh.
If I were to ask you which planet you most identify with, which one would you say?
Earth. No, wait. Make that Venus. No, Earth. No, actually Venus. No, Earth. No offense, dear, but that's a very silly question.
Tell me about it. Have you ever seen the wolf that's been hanging out around here?
No. Not that I'm looking for it, of course. Yanni occasionally skis by, and that dullard of a student, I see him snowshoeing occasionally. But I've yet to see the wolf. Have you seen it?
dullard is an incredibly underused insult. I need to remember to use that one more.
Yeah, up close and personal, as a matter of fact.
How did it act? Was it aggressive? Did it look injured?
Actually, I think it may have saved my life.
Really? Of course, its behavior does suggest that it's had contact with humans before. Have you told anyone else what you just told me?
No?
Good. Don't. You see, I'd like to see this wolf for myself, and I don't want everyone else going after it and scaring it away. And there's no telling what that trigger-happy handyman might do. So it'll just be our little secret, all right?
Don't underestimate reprobate. Oh, that is a good one.
Do you own a book about birds of the Southwest?
I might. Why do you ask?
Because I found a piece of a book cover in the fishing shack, and since it was about birds, I wondered if it was yours.
No, it's not from any book I have. I've never been in the ice fishing shack, so how could it be?
I've enjoyed talking to you.
Ta-ta!
Oh, yeah.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Check. Been there, done that.
Okay.
That's finished.
Yeah, Lou's the only one who complained. Still need to call that number. Also, she identifies with planet Earth. Okay. We can find out their hometowns from the computer.
What's up?
I was just wondering, what planet do you most identify with?
Planet X.
I'm sorry, I meant in our solar system.
Planet X?
But there is no Planet X.
There will be.
So you identify with Planet X.
Planet X. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Literally me as a teenager.
Nice talking to you.
Ditto, dude.
Golly.
Hello again.
I know this is going to sound like a strange question, but what planet do you most identify with?
I guess it would be Mars. You know, that whole god of war thing?
I should have known. Well, I better get back to work.
Glad you dropped by.
Alright. So he identifies with Planet X. Luke says there is and there isn't a Planet X. They found a planet beyond Pluto, but they dubbed it a dwarf planet, which I say still counts as a planet. Yeah, seriously, Pluto should have been grandfathered in when they updated their system. He likes Mars. We have to ask Yanni.
I'm glad for the chance to talk once again. There is something I must explain.
Boomer says, what is the second word in dwarf planet? Planet! Luke says, no need for grandfathering. You're literally using the word planet in the definition. I love that y'all are just like so on the same page. Yes. Not a planet, it's a dwarf planet. Oh gosh, it's like the people who will say, like, my dog's not a mutt, it's a mixed breed.
There is?
What I said before about wolves, it is because my grandmother was killed by wolves. Killed and devoured.
Are you serious?
Years ago, when my mother was a little girl, her mother, my grandmother, was on her way back from the village on her motor scooter, which was and still is the only means of transportation most Fredonians can afford. It was January, and the sun had just set, and it was dark, very cold. There were thousands of wolves in the countryside that winter. At night they would roam in huge, hungry packs. My grandmother was halfway home when she came upon a young man waving from the side of the road for her to stop. He too had been on a scooter, but his had broken down, and wolves were gathering all around him, preparing to attack. My grandmother, of course, stopped, and he leapt on behind her, and they took off down the road with the wolves, dozens of them, chasing after them. But with 2 people riding it, her scooter was slow, much too slow, and the wolves soon caught up with them. And when one of the wolves seized my grandmother's boot in its teeth and started to pull, instead of helping her, the man pushed her off the bike. It instantly gained speed and he got away. My grandmother, set upon by the wolves, did not.
If she died, how do you know that's what happened?
Tormented by guilt, the young man eventually confessed. He went to prison for several years, and the wolves were hunted year-round until the countryside was rid of them. But the damage was done. And so, I'm happy to talk to you about any subject except wolves. About them, I have nothing to say.
Boomer says, I saw a science episode, and it turns out that Pluto and Charon are in a binary system orbiting a common point. Oh, that's fascinating.
Would you mind telling me what planet you most identify with?
Pluto.
Actually, Pluto's not a planet anymore.
That is exactly the point. Pluto stirs up passion and controversy, yet it continues undaunted on its course, as do I. Pluto and I, we are as brothers.
Okay. I can't argue with that logic.
Ever see Lou Talbot when you're out there training?
The college student? Just yesterday I had to slow down to avoid colliding with him. It ruined my whole session.
Luke says, I like this guy. He gets it.
I really need to get somewhere in the backcountry and was thinking you could maybe give me a cross-country ski lesson or 2?
Out of the question. I don't have the time, the equipment, or frankly, the desire. I am sorry.
Okay, that is a very Snape line. Can I just say? Like, that has Professor Snape energy. I do not have the time, the equipment, or frankly, the desire.
I've disturbed you long enough.
It has been a pleasure.
Ooh. Luke says, he looks like he could throw a mean snowball, though. I'll probably regret saying that later. Poor Nancy can't catch a man. She has Ned. Probably. Okay, so... Pluto. And... and they make their own beds. Oh! Hello! Hello, Raiders! Welcome in! Oh my goodness! So many emotes! How y'all doing? So many berries. And okay.
What do you want?
You messed with my rifle, didn't you?
This I gotta hear.
Excuse me?
This fax just came for you. It's from the wacko left-wing wildlife gang that paid you to screw up my rifle so I'd miss that wolf.
How dare you talk to me like that? I'm leaving this place right now.
Good. You just got yourself an escort off the premises.
Ooh. Eavesdropping on accusations of sabotage. That's how Nancy Drew is going. All of the drama. What were y'all streaming? Da, 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 da. All right. Princess Peach. What? That's a thing? I'm not up on my Mario lore. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's okay. Just came out recently. Okay. It's called Princess Peach Showtime. Oh. And let's see. He's from Toronto, he's from Brea, and the one who just got kicked out is from LA. Of course. Alright. So...
Hi.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So, we are filling out a very silly survey for Tino Balducci, the worst detective who has ever lived. Something tells me it will not actually help us solve the mystery. And someone tried to blow us up a little bit ago, so that was very exciting. Says on Switch, just finished it. Very cute, kind of easy, but very cute. Ah! I did not grow up with any kind of Nintendo system, so I only recently started. Oh no, did I miss lunch?
Not time for kitchen duty yet.
Did I miss lunch? I think I didn't serve lunch. Oh no. I missed it by that much. Oh, I'm gonna be in trouble. Whoopsie. And the cooking's the best part. That's so sad. All right. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I did not grow up with any kind of Nintendo system, so I've just recently started playing some of the Nintendo games that I'd never gotten to try before.
Oops, haven't done that.
Oops. Like I'm almost done with I can't remember the name of it already, but my first Kirby game. We need to set some time aside so that Luke and I can do it in multiplayer because Kirby on easy mode is still too difficult for me. I'm a gamer, you know. Yeah, I wanted to call that mystery number. All right. Phone numbers. Ah. Okay. 2 7 2 3 7. Okay.
You have reached Run and Grow Free, a non-profit organization dedicated to making sure that the wild animals of North America remain wild. No one can take your call at the moment because all of our volunteer staff is busy blocking access to California's wilderness areas in order to protect their cougar, bear, and condor populations. But if you leave your name and number after the beep, someone will eventually get back to you. Especially if you want to make a donation.
Alrighty then. And yes, I am very safe to assume. Alright, okay.
Check.
All that. Hee hee. Alright, so... I keep clicking on the wrong things. Alright. Oh, nice! Yeah, I don't know how to do, like semi-randomized or anything, but I figured that would be a good all-purpose one. Hang on. See, as far as I know, none of them get up on both sides of the bed, but I know that's not right. Like, it can't be. So... be over there. That I just... like, I feel like since both is an option, one of them has to be both, but haven't seen any evidence of that. So, do I just try to finish it with the evidence that I currently have? Or do I go to bed very, very early so I can finish it tomorrow? Let's right side of the bed. See, some of them have slippers. That makes it a lot easier. And her stuff's all gone. Oopsie. If she gets enough sleep, maybe she won't forget her coat. There you go. Probably be a lot easier to stay warm. Alright. I'm still waiting to get in trouble for missing lunch. Scared. So I want to make really sure that I don't miss dinner. 6 p.m. Alright. Let's do a little nap. Here, we won't go all the way. Just a casual 4-hour nap. And take those all the time. Alright. She's gone, so who else do we have to talk to?
Hello again.
Well, I better get back to work.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
What's up?
Well, I'll let you go.
Ditto, dude.
What on earth? That's a really weird response to that. Boomer says I like 4-hour naps so much that I sometimes take 3 in a row. Relatable.
What you need?
I couldn't help but overhear the argument you and Miss Camillo had.
She messed up my rifle so I couldn't shoot that wolf, so I tossed her out. Told her to take her little crusade somewhere else.
Hello there. How you doing, chiller? Welcome, welcome.
Have you told Chantal that you threw her out?
No, not yet. She's not gonna be happy. But by golly, that woman was a menace. Anybody who deliberately sabotaged a man's rifle is capable of anything. But at least now I know why I missed that wolf. And like I told her as I was giving her the bum's rush, next time, I won't miss.
Hey.
That's all the questions I had.
Keep me posted.
Alrighty then.
How can I help you?
I've disturbed you long enough.
It has been a pleasure.
Okay. We still go outside? Just got chased by a dog again. Seriously? You need to get like dog be gone or something. Nancy, because of that Neanderthal of a handyman, I have been forced to return home. Please call me. When it comes to the White Wolf, there is much for us to talk about. Ooh. Oh, and her number. All right. I think we can do that. Let's see. Yeah. Time to invest in Greaves. Mm-hmm. Seriously. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 2, 6, 4. Okay.
Hello?
Miss Camillo, hi, it's Nancy Drew from Icicle Creek Lodge.
Yes, hello. Is the wolf all right?
Well, Ollie hasn't succeeded in shooting or trapping it yet, if that's what you mean. But I'm not going to tell you any more until you tell me who you really are.
All right. I'm a member of Run and Grow Free. As you may or may not know, that's an organization dedicated to the protection of wild animals. I went to the lodge to make sure nothing happened to that wolf. See, we're trying desperately to arrange to have it captured and transported to a sanctuary. But so far, all the ones we've contacted are full. And unless and until we find a place for it, all we can do is try to protect it. Now tell me more about the contact you've had with the wolf.
Thanks for the follow, Alley Cat. Appreciate it.
After I was buried by an avalanche, it dug a hole in the snow so I could escape.
It may have sensed you were in trouble, or its behavior may have been totally random. But either way, the fact that the wolf didn't simply run away from you is very bad news.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
Wolves and humans simply do not mix. While wolves may appear to be similar to dogs, behaviors that have been bred out of dogs after thousands of years of domestication are still instinctive to wolves. Training a wolf to behave like a dog may mask those instincts, but it cannot eradicate them. For that reason, no matter how sociable the wolf may appear, instinct can at any moment rear its ugly head with devastating results for any humans involved and for the wolf. Especially for the wolf, who will have simply been doing what comes naturally.
Chiller says, customer apologized, so not too bad. There is that. Like, someone recognizing that their dog did something wrong is much, much better than the people who are like, well, you should have known not to deliver a package to this address, given that a dog lives here. The dog's house, not yours.
So the fact that this wolf doesn't seem to be that afraid of people could lead people to think they don't have to be afraid of it.
Precisely. It could make them forget that all wolves are, first and foremost, wild. And while we're on the subject, do not ever give in to the temptation to feed the wolf. For one thing, a wolf's jaws are twice as powerful as a German shepherd's, and should your hand happen to get in its way when it tries to feed...
I get the picture.
For another thing, making the wolf dependent upon you for food would seal its doom. It sounds strange, Nancy, but the very best thing you can do for that wolf is nothing.
Sounds good to me. Boomer asks, did the dog apologize for being a bit rough?
Are you the one who wrecked all the gear that was in the fishing shack?
Yes, that was me. I was afraid that Bill Kessler fellow would encounter the wolf on one of his trips out to the shack, and that it would end badly for the wolf. So I did a number on his equipment. I've done worse while working on behalf of Run and Grow Free. Believe me.
Okay.
So, are you kind of an expert on wolves?
Oh, good heavens, no. Although I probably know more about them than most people do, which unfortunately isn't saying much.
Things like what?
Well, I know that a wolf that lives by itself, like the one up there at the lodge, a lone wolf, if you will, a wolf like that is called a disperser. And I know that 95% of the wolf's natural habitat down here in the lower 48 states has disappeared. And I know some people, a lot of people, couldn't care less. But it seems to me that wolves have just as much right to go about their business in this country as we humans do. After all, They were here first.
I've got another kind of weird question for you. From what side of the bed do you usually get up?
That is weird, but harmless, I suppose. Let me think. I get up on my left side.
Yes.
When you were here at the lodge, how come you had a magazine that featured Yanni Volkstaya in your room?
You're very observant. I read the article thinking he might make a good spokesperson for Run and Grow Free. But then I actually talked to him. At which point I realized that not only is he a raving egomaniac, but he's appallingly superstitious when it comes to wolves. I put an abrupt end to that conversation. I was afraid he might try to tell me that wolves had eaten his grandmother or something.
You know, actually, never mind. What's a sanctuary?
It's a facility where wolves can live out their lives in as natural a setting as possible in the company of other wolves.
You mean like a zoo?
No, sanctuaries are usually not open to the general public, and while educating visitors about wolves is certainly one of their goals, their primary concern is preserving the animals they take in. Unfortunately, the more humans encroach on wolves' natural habitat, the more crowded the sanctuaries become.
Why can't the group you belong to just capture the wolf, take it out to the middle of nowhere, and let it go?
Because unfortunately, there's really no such place as nowhere anymore. We humans are, or can be, everywhere. Plus, wolves can travel great distances. Contact with humans would be inevitable. And since this wolf has obviously lost its fear of humans, it would be an easy target for anyone prone to shoot first and ask questions later. No, a sanctuary is the only place where it would be truly safe.
Oh my gosh, so much conversation.
It gets so cold here at night. Will the wolf be okay?
Not only are wolves built to withstand cold temperatures, but they know instinctively what to do to survive in extreme conditions. If they didn't, they would have disappeared from the earth eons ago.
Aren't there any government agencies that can take care of the wolf?
For the most part, and especially up there, wolves are considered to be pests. If a government agency got involved, it would take care of the wolf all right, permanently.
Boomer says, and after that wolf ate my grandmother, it retired to a cabin, tried to eat my little sister while she was wearing her red hoodie.
Why didn't you just come out and
Almost
tell the
there.
people at Icicle Creek Lodge that you were there to protect the wolf?
Because I assumed, and quite correctly as it turns out, that very few people there would be sympathetic to my cause. Had I not been undercover, they may have tried to foil my efforts. Instead, I was able to foil theirs. For a while, at least.
Okay, I do feel like, though, if she was working for this, wildlife place, shouldn't she have known what the local birds were instead of getting them all wrong? Like, I feel like bird watching should not have been as difficult for her to fake.
Did you ever hear any explosions while you were staying at Icicle Creek Lodge?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I heard several.
Do you have any idea what caused them?
My first thought was that Ollie had completely lost it and was going after the wolf with explosives. But when I realized that even he wasn't that stupid, I assumed it was someone clearing an avalanche or a downed tree or something. While we're on the subject of explosions, did anyone ever figure out what made the bunkhouse blow up like that?
The sheriff says it was plastic explosives.
Wow, that's serious. No offense, but it sounds to me like instead of hiring a new maid, the owner of the lodge should have hired herself a detective.
Yeah, I'd better get going.
Thanks for calling. Oh, and from now on, call me Lupe. I think you've earned that right.
Okay. So that gives us this answer. I know one of them has to be both. So maybe we fake it? Like, the wolf expert's name is Lupe. Yes, it is. We'll try making him the both. If it's wrong, it'll stop me. Oh gosh, we have to call Tino now. Oh, wait. I get a reprieve. It's dinner time. Ah, I can cook instead of talking to Tino. Ooh. Oh my gosh, all Bill wants is one salmon. Like, just one little slice of salmon. Okay. Two. Everyone else wants two. He doesn't want a side salad or anything. He just wants one piece of salmon. Like, is he on one of those weird diets? Like that IU diet, whatever, that was popular for a while, where like you eat one sweet potato per day.
Order up.
Alright. Salmon and a salad. 2 salmon and a salad. And yeah, everybody else wanted 2 salmon and a salad. Okay. Hoo-wee. Alright, 1 egg, 1 pepper, 2 tomato. 1 egg, 1 pepper, 2 tomato. 1 of everything else except crouton. Okay. 2 croutons. Yes.
Order up.
Okay. 1 egg, 2 pepper, 1 tomato, 3 spinach. 1, 2, 1, 3. 1, 2, 1, 3. The fire says I didn't doze off, I swear. Were you laying in your new bed again? Your voice is too soothing. I will 100% take that compliment. If I can have people feeling relaxed and at ease enough that they fall asleep, that is a win for me. I used to have people fall asleep during pedicures all the time. Like, pedicures is mostly fine. One time I had a woman fall asleep during a manicure and she almost fell out of the chair. I had to like grab her arm and yank her back up. It was a whole thing. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. Yes? Yes.
Order up.
Right. 2, 1, 0, 2. 2, 1, 0, 2. 2, 2, 1, 1. 2, 2, 1, 1.
Order up.
Right, and then I do like those bowls. 1, 2, 1, 3. 1, 2, 1, 3. Yes. 1, 3, 3, 3. Okay. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Those frog fillets. I believe it's supposed to be salmon. I don't know fish, so... Okay.
Check.
Alright. I guess it's time to call Tino. Whoops. All right. Oh gosh. Uh-huh. Like, legitimately, if Tino was not in this game, it would rank at least 3 or 4 spots higher on my personal ranking list. Hello, Coco. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh,
Nancy, hi. You finished with that survey yet?
I sure am.
Good girl. I'll just turn on my fax machine here. Okay, let her rip.
I saw Nancy Drew and came running. Awesome. We do Nancy Drew most Mondays.
You messed up somewhere, Nancy. According to the survey you just sent me,
All right.
the only crime any of our suspects could have perpetrated is jaywalking. Do it over and call me before you fax it, okay?
You bet.
Anything else?
That does it for now.
Don't be a stranger.
All right. So either Bill does not get up on both sides of the bed, or more than one person does. Sapphire says, there isn't a lot of people in the Nancy games that I despise, but he is one. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, even other people who are annoying are still not despicable. He's despicable. Yeah, you came in on the Tino roasts. I'm sorry. I hope Tino's not your favorite character. Sapphire says, ew, the way he said good girl. I know, right? Like, that's just a nope. The only thing I should come into, really. There you go. All right. Oh, what a cute emote. Okay. Boomer says, I'm still upset that Franklin W. Dixon was not a real person. I feel that way about Victor Applegate. I don't have my Don Sturdy books on the shelf behind me. But yeah, when I found out that was not a person, it was just like, are you kidding? Who am I a fan of then? I'd wondered. Whoops. All right. Just that fancy illuminated the. Is it, I never watched SpongeBob. Isn't it a SpongeBob meme? I think that fancy illuminated the. Oh, do we want to research or do we want to try to brute force it? Let's try brute forcing. Okay, it is from SpongeBob. All right. 1, 3, 1, 2, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 7, 5. See, I know references. I just don't know what they're references to. I'm too deep in the meme verse.
Hey, you give that survey another shot?
I sure did.
Hang on. Okay, sock it to me.
Ugh.
According to this survey, one of our suspects regularly breaks into pet shops, which, even if that's true, doesn't help us here. So...
I know. Do it over.
Anything else?
I'd better go.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay. Alright. Maybe... Still a crime. Mm-hmm. Alright. It's not the crime that he was hired to investigate. Duh. Alright. We'll see if we can get any better info in the morning. Who would break into a pet shop? A cat burglar? That's a good one, Boomer! That was fast! I'm impressed. Sapphire says I can't breathe. That was too funny. Oh gosh. Oh man. Yep, that was peak. That was absolutely peak. Alright, looks like Yanni always gets up on the right. Oh gosh. So quick with the top tier pun. Yes! Does Lou get up on both sides? Alright. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Alright. See, he definitely only gets up on the right. Yeah. But I can't get into his room. Like, he keeps making his own bed, so I feel like he doesn't want us to know which side of the bed he gets out of. Just deeply suspicious in and of itself. Alright. Deeply suspicious, making his own bed.
Nancy, you do that survey over?
Yep.
Wait a sec. Machine's on. Go for it. Nice work, Nancy. According to the survey, our perp is none other than our bird-watching champion snowshoer, Bill Kessler.
But Bill Kessler likes to ice fish. Guadalupe Comillo is the one who likes to birdwatch. Yanni Volkstaya is a champion skier. And Lou Talbot likes to snowshoe.
Oh.
How did you come up with that survey?
How did you come up with that survey anyway?
I put it together using this profiling kit I saw advertised on the Detective Channel. It was supposed to be foolproof. You know, maybe I just need to look at the survey data from a different perspective or something. Yeah, maybe the answer's there after all, and I just gotta shuffle things around in order to see it. Oh, hey, before I forget, Chantel said when you finished the survey, I was supposed to pass some numbers on to you. Said it was the combination of something?
Yes, to the display case. What is it?
7669. Anything else I can do for you?
Okay. The only thing you can do for me is never come back.
I'd better go.
Don't be a stranger.
Oh, I wish. Boomer says, since you're having trouble with it, maybe it isn't foolproof. Oh yeah, make something idiot-proof and they'll make a better idiot. Sapphire says, I let anyone come look at my bed. Random stranger on the sidewalk, I scream at them. Come, look at my bed! Right? Seven, 6, 6, 9.
That did it.
Okay, boom, snowshoes. Okay. Gonna want to get more toasty packs too. Alright. Definitely can't leave until we do breakfast. I'm still, like, just ashamed of myself for missing lunch. A whole opportunity to do the cooking minigame,
Carrying this
and I
laundry
missed
bag
it.
around's a pain. I need to dump it down that chute upstairs.
Also, Yanni's the only one who's put his towels out in days. Lou, same towels for 2 days. Bill, same towels for 2 days. Like, hello? Do they realize that they're staying at a place that will wash their towels for them and give them fresh ones? Worry about people, including people in old computer games. So we have to wait for the oh shoot, we have to wait for breakfast time. Hang on. So I've been working on my ranking of the Nancy Drew games as we play through. I still need to figure out exactly where I'm putting Creature of Kapu Cave. I think it's gonna wind up ranking like way lower than I was expecting it to, because I had not noticed like how shaky the plot gets toward the end of it. But so far, the top ranking one is still Danger on Deception Island. For me personally. It doesn't have Tino Balducci in it. Sapphire says I could never rank them. Oh, I'm struggling, but I'm trying.
That's finished. Been there, done that. Oops, haven't done that. Check. Check.
Be like 10 in first place and the rest in last. I'd say for me, there's like a handful that are top tier, and then a whole bunch that are mid tier, and then there's a few that are like, do I have to? And a few that are just absolutely not for me.
Check.
Okay. Boomer says they all get a participation trophy at least. All of the ones prior to Tomb of the Lost Queen. Like, the ones after Alibi and Ashes, it felt like a different genre of game for me. Sapphire says, oh my gosh, I tried to forget that one. Uh-huh. Yep. Let's see. Okay. Like, I know it's controversial, but like Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon ranks really, really low for me because I just find everyone in it except the Hardy Boys so incredibly annoying, and I don't want to hang out with annoying people. I play computer games to escape that. If I wanted to hang out with annoying people, I could go to the local bar and try to make friends. I'm staying home playing video games for a reason. Alright. We're at that thing again where there's 15 minutes until breakfast time, and I can't really do anything else until then. 15-minute power nap. And Phantom of Venice, I just did not click with. Like, there were a couple things I liked. I liked buying gelato. That was the main thing. But there were just multiple things in Phantom of Venice that were deeply unfun for me. So I'm kind of dreading when we get to that one. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay, Bill's making up for his tiny breakfast last time. German accent was pain. Whoopsie! Oh no, burnt. Okay. 1, 1. That needs 2. That needs 1. That needs 3. Okay, so I need 1 more there, 1 there, and 3 there. Yes, 3. German accent. In which one? Are we talking about Danger by Design now? Ah, wound up with 1 French toast too many. Bad. I eats. Okay, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay. Okay, Phantom of Venice. It has legitimately been so long since I played it that I can't remember who was supposed to have a German accent. Okay. 2, 1, 3. 3, 1. Okay, well, this one and this one both want 3, so... Phantom of Venice, though, I will give it points for this. It did introduce me to Scopa. Like, instead of Solitaire, I have a free Scopa app on my phone, and that is my, like, card game of choice. I even bought a Scopa deck. Okay, 2 French toast, 3 Canadian bacon. Okay.
Order up.
1 French toast, Canadian bacon. But also, it has these slides of the, was it glass samples or something? And that rhythm game with the fat dance thing. Okay. 1, 1, 2. Need 4 more. Yeah. Fire says that guy gave me the ick. Oh yeah. 100%. Also, I'm playing puzzle games instead of rhythm games for a reason. Okay. So, gonna be making 4 omelets. 2 bacon, 2 spinach, 2 green peppers, 2 olives. Okay. 2 bacon, 2 spinach, 2 green peppers, 2 olives. Okay. 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. Okay. 3. Whoop. Whoop. Okay.
Order up.
Okay. Oh gosh. Yep. Sapphire says, I once left my game running for 4 hours looking at the tiles. Came back and went to leave the thing, same reaction. I did the same thing! I just left him sitting there while I watched a movie. And he was still mad that I, like, cut him off too soon or something.
Order up.
It's like, oh no. 210. 2, 1, 3, 1. 1, 2.
Order up.
I speedrun getting rid of him. Oh yeah, I gave up. He can just hate me now, it's fine. Speaking of, maybe we should call Ned, make sure he's doing okay. I keep forgetting because his number's not on this thing. Okay.
Hello?
Me again.
So, how's it going?
We'll just tell him that we almost got murdered and he wasn't here to protect us.
Someone dressed in a black snowmobiling suit decked me with an ice ball. And when I came to, the lake had been blown to pieces and I was stranded on an ice floe.
Are you okay?
I am now. But remember that piece of black fabric I saw sticking out of Trapper Dan's needle?
You think it came from the clothes the guy who threw the ice ball was wearing?
It's a definite possibility. And if that person also blew up the lake, he or she could be the same person who blew up the bunkhouse.
Which means if you come across someone who owns a black snowmobiling suit that's missing a piece of fabric, you probably found your culprit.
Are you familiar with a book by Jack London called The Call of the Wild?
Sure, it's about a dog who winds up leading a pack of wolves. It's a classic. Why do you ask?
Because I found a copy of it in Lou's room.
Interesting. Maybe he's got something to do with the wolf that's been lurking around outside the lodge.
I was thinking the same thing. He does spend a lot of time outside by himself. He says he's snowshoeing, but maybe he's up to something else. Something that ties in with the wolf somehow.
Or maybe the fact that he's reading that book is all just a big coincidence.
Yeah, that could be too.
As I recall, it was a pretty good book.
I've heard that. I still need to finish reading it. I started it several years ago, and I was really in the mood for something a little bit lighter than what I got out of the first couple chapters. Woof. So I put that away and went back to Cozy Mysteries. Yep.
It was great talking to you.
Call again soon, okay?
I will. Bye.
Yeah, the Winter Lady recommended it to me. She drops into the chat sometimes.
Oops, I need to drop
yeah.
this laundry bag down the chute upstairs.
All right, have a good day, Boomer. Thanks for visiting. Good to see you. That off. Okay. All right. Let's...
Stop!
Yeah.
How dare you trespass here? You shall pay for your insolence.
All Alright, we're gonna get a couple of toasty packs because I'm not sure where we're gonna end up today. I don't want to take risks. Whoop! See, she hits us in the face too.
You win. Heads up. Halt! The battle for the kingdom of the Snow Princess begins.
Also, how is she getting all of these toasty packs without her dad knowing about it?
Cha!
Who's her dealer? Wow, Nancy, you have terrible aim.
You win. Incoming.
Body shots are for losers. Commit. Okay. Is Avalanche Ridge out past that? Nosebreaker Nancy strikes again. Seriously. How you doing, Trumpet? Freddie's gonna need a nose job after Nancy leaves. It's like busy day. Well, I hope it's calming down now.
No more avalanches for me, thank you very much.
Well, we need to find Avalanche Ridge, and I'm not sure where that is.
That's weird. The rock that had the fossil in it is gone.
Like, do I have to walk all the way out to the lake again? I need a much better map than I can actually get of this place.
Ah, much better. I was really cold.
Okay. Avalanche Ridge. Guess I have to walk all the way out to the lake? Good grief. Alright.
Stop! You cannot pass until you have proven yourself in battle.
Nancy, I'm going to action surge. There we go.
You win. Heads up.
I don't need to go to Icicle Lake. Now that the fishing shack's gone, there's nothing to do there.
Well, how do I get to Avalanche Ridge? Alright, there's gotta be a sign that I'm missing. Can't go that way. Trumpet says, I'm blanking. Does action surge give you another round of all your actions? Like, double the actions in a turn, yeah. So, like, if you get 3 attacks and you do action surge, then you do 6 attacks. How do I get to Avalanche Ridge? I'm lost! Oh no! Where did I come back from last time? Apparently it wasn't this one. Yeah, I can't walk past it. So that ain't it. I already tried that way, and that wasn't it, somehow. Well, I'm having my classic problem with puzzle games, which is that I'm fine with the puzzles if I can find them. I'm lost again. Followed the ski tracks. It was apparently a different set. Okay. Because I'm supposed to be getting out to here. Okay, so it's not the direction of the needle, and the path past the needle leads to Chicken Ridge, so that's the opposite direction. It's not up there. It's like down this way, but I tried walking that way and it didn't let me, so I'll try again. There we go. But my problem's not the puzzles. My problem is that I get lost. Trumpet says, I'm lost again. My brain immediately went to A Bug's Life when a stick got in the ant's way. I'm lost! Oh dear. I can't actually remember if I've ever seen that movie. Alright, well, let's hope Nancy doesn't freeze to death before we get to wherever we're going. Like, I vaguely remember having seen a movie with bugs in it, but I don't know. Okay, it says wolf howls, then sound of a shotgun. Like, that's what the caption says. And I'm like, that's a shotgun? Sounded more like a rifle. Wow. Well, let's use a toasty pack, just in case. Yeah, like, because there was Bug's Life and there was ants, and I'm not sure which one I saw. Oh. 2 vertebrae employed as furniture. Petrified. Wings for muscle attachment missing, otherwise in excellent condition. See, I want those. Owner Clueless says came with lodge, probably excavated by builder, Trapper Dan. But search of immediate vicinity yielded 0.
Possible sauropod scapula. Take to lab for precise ID.
Figure out how to look for and excavate other specimens in secret. Potential gold mine. Okay, Luke says ants was awful. They rushed it just to try to undercut Pixar. Yeah, and I remember hearing about that like later on, but I have no idea which one I saw at the time. Okay, it's a good thing we used the toasty pack.
Looks like some kind of house. I'm starting to get really cold. Hello? Is anyone here? Doesn't sound like it.
Alright. 6, 5, 1, 2. Yeah. I'm not sure why we're warm, given that there's a giant hole in the wall, but at least we're warm now. See? Big ol' hole in the wall. Potbelly stove. Oh, toasty pack. That's nice.
The Rest of My Life by Julius McQuaid.
Alright, I picked this diary up in Winnipeg on a whim. Maybe I'll write in it, maybe I won't. Now that I'm through at Brill Labs, and through with work in general, I don't have to do anything I don't want to. Oh, like Boomer. Maybe I'll miss people so much that I'll feel like I have to write to someone, even if it's just myself. Or maybe not. Probably not. I'm tired of people. Tired of writing things down. Tired of feeling as caged as the animals I spent 40 years working with. 3 hours, the train will reach Edmonton. Maybe I'll get off, maybe I won't. Hello, freedom. And many, many months later. All right. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good day. I woke up in my tent to the sound of distant gunshots this morning, and later I found a wolf pup, all by herself, stuck in a bunch of brambles. Figured the hunters had gotten her mother, since she was nowhere around, and since there was no way the pup was ever going to extricate herself. Started chopping through the brambles to free her. It took me a while, though, and I was talking to her all the time, trying to keep her from struggling and hurting herself. So what I was really doing without meaning to was imprinting my voice and my scent on her brain, because at first she went racing off, but then later I noticed that she was following me. Even now she's sitting about 20 yards away, despite my campfire, just watching me. I haven't fed her. I avoided touching her while I was cutting her free from the brambles, yet she's there. So since this could be the beginning of an interesting relationship, I thought maybe I should take some notes. Old habits are indeed hard to break. The pup, whose coat is pure white, still shadows me wherever I go. Every day she narrows the distance between us, which has been reduced to about 20 feet. If I get any closer, she runs, but she always comes back. Pup, which I've been calling Isis, now keeps no less than 7 feet between us at all times, a distance with which I am happy as well. I've watched her hunt for food, have seen what she can do with her teeth and jaws, and have no desire to ever encounter either on a personal basis. I have resisted the urge to feed her, or to make her in any way dependent upon me, but I do talk to her. I can't help myself. I've discovered that talking is a very basic human need. Why Isis listens, I don't know, but she does. Of that I'm certain. Aww. Snow's begun to fall, so I've moved into an abandoned storage hut that I found. It's a little too close to what used to be an old hunting lodge for my tastes, but beggars can't be choosers. As winter sets in and I venture outside less and less, I expect that Isis will soon abandon her vigil and make a full return to the wild. I will miss her strange companionship, but that's how it should be. When I woke up this morning, I was shocked to discover that Isis had found a way into the shack and was lying not 3 feet away from me. She woke up the instant I did. We stared at each other, then she put her head down and went back to sleep. Apparently she trusts me, or maybe wants me to trust her. In any case, this is truly uncharted territory for me, and the urge to explore it is irresistible. Several months later, like it or not, Isis has become my pet. Or I've become hers. I'm not at all sure which. While she's never underfoot, preferring to remain at least 3 feet away from me most of the time, she does permit and occasionally seeks out a friendly pat or two on the head and shoulders. Although unlike most dogs, she doesn't seem to consider my touch to be any kind of reward. In fact, I sometimes feel that by letting me pet her, she's rewarding me. Sounds right. With the coming of spring, I fully expect Isis to take off one day and never return, but so far that hasn't happened. She disappears for hours at a time, no doubt to hunt, but for some reason she always returns. Ooh, last night a wolf started howling in the distance. Isis sat bolt upright and listened, so hard she was shaking. When the howling ended, after a moment she lay back down and went back to sleep. And I suddenly realized that she's not going to leave, ever. It was either the wilderness or me, and incredibly she chose me. Isis is by far the smartest animal I've ever seen. By watching her carefully...
So once I get her attention by saying her name, I can give her commands.
Okay. Watching her carefully and reinforcing specific actions with specific words, I can get her to perform those actions on command. For instance, whenever I saw her lie down, I'd say down, and now when I say down, she lies down. Here's a list of the commands I've taught her. Down, forward, jump, stay, bark. I thought that said bank, and I was just picturing like, Okay, bark. Paw. Left, right, around. Okay. I can give Isis not just one command, but many commands chained in a row, and she'll carry them out one by one in order. That's awfully smart. I can't even do that half the time. I start such a chain of commands by saying Isis, and I end the chain by saying go. For instance, if I want her to move forward, then lie down, then turn to her right, then bark, then turn to her left, then turn around and come back, I say Isis, forward, down, right, bark, left, turn around, go. And she does it. She won't even attempt to follow a command that makes no sense to her. She's truly amazing. I set up a maze and had Isis navigate it by giving her a chain of commands, and she did it. She did it several times, in fact, with the maze set up differently each time. Moreover, when she's following commands I've given her, she tends to retrieve any strange object she may come across in the process. Today she came out of the maze holding an old sock, which she promptly dropped at my feet. It was like she was glad I was keeping her busy, and she was saying thanks.
Ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent.
Isis, do the hokey pokey, shake it all about. Right. Spent the winter refining Isis's ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent. She'd make an incredible police dog. After all, she could retrieve a clue, then figure out who left it by picking the matching scent out of a lineup of suspects' belongings. Matlock would have had a field day with her. Note to self, never, ever, ever feed Isis, especially by hand. Today, a rat got into my pantry in the shack. I managed to grab it by the tail and was in the process of flinging it outside when Isis appeared out of nowhere, leaped up and snapped the rat right out of my grasp, missing my fingers by millimeters. I simply cannot allow myself to ever forget this one fact. Isis is by nature a wild animal. All right, enjoy your lurk. A freak snowstorm caught me by surprise yesterday afternoon. It was sunny and warm. 1 minute, this is a long journal. Next minute it was clouding up and the temperature was plummeting. And the next minute it was snowing so hard I couldn't see a thing. All I had on was a light jacket, and after wandering around blindly, getting more and more wet and lost and exhausted, I finally sat down, figuring I was done for. And then all of a sudden Isis appeared. All of the sudden. Ooh, colloquial. Dragging something with her mouth. It was my heavy coat. So I put it on, sat there till the storm let up, and followed Isis back to the shack. She saved my life, I'm sure of it. I've had a fever and a bad cough for about 2 weeks now, and this morning I felt so awful that I almost couldn't get out of bed. So I'm going to hike out to the road while I still have the strength and hitch a ride to Pinevale Hospital. Hopefully they'll give me some antibiotics.
Pinevale Hospital. Maybe I can use Isis and her incredible sense of smell to figure out who owns the notebook I found outside. All I have to do is get something from each of the people at the lodge, something that each of them has touched, then let Isis figure out which of their scents matches the scent on the notebook.
Alright, give me some antibiotics and send me on my way. Before Isis starts to wonder where I've gone, the possibility that she would think I've abandoned her just breaks my heart. She's come to mean the world to me. Aww. Uh-oh. Yep, wrong human.
Isis, stay.
There we go. Hey, see, we can be friends. It's fine. We'll be friends from way over here. Okay. Isis, do the hustle. Gosh. Another toasty pack.
Wonder what this is. Looks like there's a phone number on it.
Okay.
This indentation looks just like the one on that plaque in the lodge where that missing Rex bone used to be.
All right. Oh. More boom. All right. See how far we can get hiking back. I don't think I can get stuff that smells like everybody until tomorrow. Okay. Can I enter through here? I think no. Yeah, that's a no. Sad.
Ah, much better. I was really cold.
Okay. And we are back in time for lunch.
Hello again.
Well, I'll let you get back to beating Lou.
Drop by anytime.
Okay. Will do. So, need to do lunch. And after lunch, I can call the hospital. I believe that number is on the phone. Yeah. Okay.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
All right. Okay. So I have a mystery number to call and the hospital to call and see if that old guy is there.
This is so invigorating.
After hiking around that much in the freezing cold, I would hope so.
Feel nice and toasty.
Okay, good. Alright. Did she put that number down in her notebook? She did not. Okay. That is 334-555-7625. Okay. Five, 7, 6, 2, 5.
You've reached the office of Dr. Nikki Sabatini, professor of geology at the University of Alberta, Camrose. The sound of the beep? No, disregard all that. I'm here. Who's this?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at the Icicle Creek Lodge, and I recently came across some kind of device that had your phone number on it.
Describe the device.
Well, it has a spike on one end of it, and...
Well, I'll be darned. Where did you say you found it?
Well, actually, someone's dog was using it as a chew toy. She must have found it outside somewhere. You know what it is?
It's a geophone. Someone stole a whole crate of them from me when I was out on Skookum Ridge not too long ago.
What's a geophone?
If you stick it in the ground, a geophone will detect seismic waves and turn them into electrical signals. which are then transmitted to a computer so they can be recorded and eventually interpreted. It lets geologists like me make maps of mineral deposits and such without doing any digging. See, I was preparing to do a subsurface survey of the area using reflection seismology. I set up camp, stored all my equipment in a trailer, went into town for supplies, and when I came back, the trailer had been broken into, and all my geophones were gone. I was gonna be the first person to do a full geological survey of the Icicle Creek drainage and the ridges surrounding it. Got grant money and everything. The person who ripped off my equipment sure screwed that up for me. If I ever get my hands on him, oh!
You have no idea who it was?
It was snowing, so there were no tracks. So I don't know if he came by car or snowmobile or on foot or what. I'm assuming it was a guy, because he only took the geophones, so he must have known what they were and how to use them. And since not that many women are into explosives...
Explosives?
The seismic waves that geophones detect are man-made. You
Hmm.
detonate something on the surface of the ground, and the concussion creates seismic waves which bounce off different geological features differently, depending on the impedance of the feature. The reflected waves are what the geophones detect and transmit.
So, to put the geophones to use, you need to blow things up?
Correct.
That's interesting. So, if someone were looking for valuable mineral deposits, they might use geophones to do it?
If someone had the technical expertise, yes. Although reflection seismology is more typically employed to locate deposits of hydrocarbons, like oil and gas.
What types of mineral deposits are likely to be found around the Icicle Creek drainage?
All kinds of deposits: silver, lead, uranium, molybdenum. I love saying that word, molybdenum. I think that's why I became a geologist, just so I'd have a reason to say molybdenum. Anyway, if you come across any more of my geophones, or anything that would indicate who stole them, please, please, please let me know.
I will.
Good.
What do you know about dinosaur bones?
Precious little, I'm afraid. I know it's possible to find good specimens in Alberta, particularly in your area. But beyond that, paleontology's not really my thing. And all my paleo pals are currently off digging in the dirt on the other side of the world. So I'm afraid I can't refer you to anyone either.
Are dinosaur bones good for anything?
Other than studying? If you're a scientist, no. But because they're obviously rare, a lot of people collect them. In fact, I understand there's a pretty big black market for them.
Black market? You mean people pay money for dinosaur bones?
People pay big money for them.
Nancy, that should not be a surprise to you.
I've taken you away from your job long enough.
One more thing. All of my geophones were hardwired to transmit at 990 kilohertz. So if you find any kind of receiver tuned to that frequency, check it out, because it could very well belong to the thief. Bye!
Alrighty. And then we'll get to make lunch. Whoop, wrong way. Okay. Alright, lunch. Hamburgers, beans. Okay. There's some frying pan. Now quesadilla sounds really good. Alright, he wants a hamburger. Alright. Lou just wants a quesadilla. 1, 2, 3 quesadillas. I know quesadillas always sound good, but also quesadilla sounds really good. Okay, so 1 hamburger. This one is done.
Order up!
That one hamburger. This one hamburger. This one hamburger. Okay, so I need to make 4 burgers. Works out well that there's 4 buns. I can do the whole thing in one batch. Okay. 1 cheese. 2 pickle. Right, 1 cheese, 2 pickle. 1 tomato, 2 onion, mustard, and ketchup. 1 tomato, 2 onion. Both mustard and ketchup. Okay.
Order up.
Alright, and then 2 cheese, tomato, mustard, ketchup. 2 cheese, tomato, mustard, ketchup. Classic.
Order up.
Alright. 1 cheese, 2 pickles, 2 onions, mustard and ketchup. 1 cheese, 2 pickles, 2 onions. 1 cheese, 2 pickles, 2 onions, mustard and ketchup.
Order up.
Legitimately, I'm getting hungry again. I just had dinner. 2 cheese, 1 of everything but onion, mustard and ketchup. Cheese. And this. And this. And this. I cooked chicken nuggets and then cut them up and tossed them in like a Chinese inspired sauce with stir-fry veggies to make Chinese chicken without having to mess with scary raw chicken. Served it over rice. So, Chinese food? Question mark?
Check.
Ooh, Trumpet says I had a large sub sandwich about an hour and a half ago for late lunch. Think I'll skip dinner tonight. Good. Yesterday was just kind of an off day, but so sad. I ordered a sub sandwich from one of my favorite like pizza places, and they have these really great subs. Their Italian sub has like so much shredded lettuce on it, and I can't stand lettuce, so I always order it with no lettuce. And so I ordered it with no lettuce, and the receipt said no lettuce. They put extra lettuce on it. It was so sad. So I spent a ridiculous amount of time, because we'd gotten it as, like, it was takeaway, so... Dude, this had, like, a stack of shredded iceberg lettuce. And, yeah, lettuce is a no texture for me. So... yeah, Tiggers do not like lettuce. Hi, Chiv. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Good grief. Didn't even do anything yet today? Yeah, it's mostly the texture thing. There's also like, there's a handful of these kind of no flavor vegetables, like iceberg lettuce and celery, that like something about that complete lack of flavor icks me out, but it is primarily the texture. I don't like that strong leaf texture. So yeah, I ordered it with no lettuce. They gave it extra lettuce. It was very sad. And since it was shredded, it took forever to like pick off. And it still kind of had this like vaguely lettucey flavor to it. It's just sad. Chip says iceberg lettuce is a vehicle veggie. It just helps you get ranch to your mouth. See, if I need a vehicle for getting ranch to my mouth, I much prefer chicken nuggets. Yeah, I know a lot of people really love the crunch for sandwich, and something about it I just don't. Like, I understand the appeal. I just don't experience it. Chicken nuggets are a staple in this house, yes. I'm not even the main chicken nugget eater. That's Luke. Yeah, I don't think there's really much we can do until tomorrow. Like, in-game. But it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm the main mac and cheese eater. That's my thing. Like, when we were recovering from COVID...
Some things are missing. Maybe Lou went out and took them with him.
When we were recovering from COVID, the only thing I wanted to eat, literally the only thing that sounded remotely good to me, was mac and cheese. And the only thing Luke wanted to eat was chicken nuggets. Yep, nuggets were mentioned. Luke has arrived in the chat. Cheeky nuggy? Oh. Well, totally unfair, and I'm sick of putting up with things that aren't fair. It's his fault, her fault, their fault, that I don't have what's rightfully mine. They are thieves, and it's an insult to have what they stole from us waved around in my face. I could throttle him, both of them, for what they did. Justice shall be served one day. One day I will have justice. Emo teen much? Like, wow, very dramatic teenager vibes. We do have mac and cheese and chicken nuggets frequently. I'm trying to get better about like expanding our go-to dinner options. I'm trying.
Check.
I'd say that's a clue. Oh, Chip says just needs that little brownie. Then you have those microwave kids meals. Yes. Honestly, I should do that. Yep, the one's the weird little cartoon penguin. Is it Kids Cuisine? Something like that? Legitimately, next time I do chicken nuggets, we could get the dinosaur ones. We haven't had dinosaur nugs for a while. And we did find gluten-free ones. We could get dinosaur nuggets and make that and mac and cheese and brownies and have like the ultimate nostalgia dinner. Possibly even serve it with chocolate milk. Like, we're old enough to embrace the silliness, you know? You are never too old for chocolate milk. Ooh, Chiv has hit a 7-stream streak. Congrats. What, do you like hanging out here or something? Welcome back, Chiller. We found a partially tame wolf, and we are discussing that dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets are all ages. They are not just for children. Trumpet says, I just searched Walmart's website, and the first sponsored result for chicken nuggets is gluten-free nuggets. Interesting. They're listening. Yeah, we need to get more chicken nuggets anyway. Some of them could be dinosaur shaped. Dinner is served from 6 to 7. Tim Hawkins' podcast just talked about it. I have kind of weird lamps. They're about 4 times the price of Walmart brand nuggets, but they're there. Yeah. Yeah, we recently found these, was it gluten-free and I believe organic, like pizza bites, like frozen pizza rolls. And it's like 3 times the price of one of the big bags of pizza rolls for like literally 8 rolls. 8 little bites. Very sad. Yeah, I really think that everything else is tomorrow. Yeah, I think Nancy's just gonna have to sleep. Yeah, we can pretend she's not sleeping. She's setting in alarms and then chilling in her room reading a book. One of these days, I might just try making my own gluten-free pizza bites. Freeze them myself. Dagnabbit. Okay. Salmon, 2 salmon, 2 salmon, salmon. Okay, everybody wants 2. Oh, and Jiv just remembered she has salmon. I'll have salmon tomorrow. Nice. Okay. Everyone doing salad. 1 salad, 2 salad, 3 salad, 4 salad, 5 salad. Yes, salads for everybody. Alright. 2 eggs, yellow peppers, spinach. 2 eggs, yellow pepper, spinach. Haha, Trumpet said, here I said I might skip dinner, but now y'all have me thinking about nuggets. Hey, that can be a snack. It's called a snack. Doesn't have to be a full meal. Alright, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2.
Order up.
We're a very food motivated stream. 3, 1, 1, 2. 3, 1, 1, 2. And 1. Oops, did it wrong. Bummer. Do the whole thing again. Alright. 3, 1, 1, 2. What? 1 carrot, 2 cucumber. says I looked up my McDonald's rewards points, see what I could get for free. $6 for 20 nuggets. Walmart has a bag of 48 for $6. The money-conscious side of me is at war with my lazy side. Oh, man. 48's a lot more nuggets. 1, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 2. 2, 1, 2, 2. It says, it is, but I'd have to get out of the car and go into Walmart. Ugh.
Order up.
Alright, 1, 3, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then 2, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, Freddy likes all the food. No judgment here. My mom gets her groceries from Walmart too. 2, 3, 3, 3. Yeah. Okay. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We don't do much shopping at our local Walmart, but that's because it's an absolutely awful Walmart. We have other better options in this town, and the last few times we've gone, like every time we've gone, more stuff is locked up. So, like, you have to ask an employee to get you everything anyway. Like, I can do my own shopping at Kroger. I don't want to talk to people that much. 2, 2, 2, 1. 2, 2. And 1, 1. Boop. All right. And then we sleep for 12 hours. That I'm gonna pretend she's not sleeping. She's like she's sleeping for part of it, but also she's reading, she's going over her case notes. Oh, wait. Actually, we can call the hospital, right? Okay. 4, 8, 7, 8. There we go.
Pinevale Hospital, Nurse Blake speaking.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm trying to locate a man named Julius McQuaid. I think he may have been treated there on Christmas Eve.
Oh, yes, Julius McQuaid. I remember him well. Was he a relative, dear?
Was? You mean he passed away?
Yes, dear. Viral pneumonia. As I recall, we admitted him and he was gone less than 24 hours later.
Well, I wasn't a relative and I didn't really know him. We had kind of a mutual friend.
From his appearance, it looked as if he'd spent the last several years holed up somewhere in the wilderness. That's why I remember him. I felt sorry for him, living all alone like that.
Actually, he wasn't alone. He was with our mutual friend.
Well, that's good to hear.
You weren't able to locate any next of kin?
No, I'm afraid we weren't. When he came in, all he had were the clothes on his back. No wallet, nothing. We turned his clothes over to the authorities along with his remains. But last I heard, they weren't able to locate any relatives either. I'm sure by now he's been cremated.
Well, thank you for the information.
Sorry the news couldn't have been better. Goodbye, dear.
Well, that was sad. Alright. Well, on that note, it's time to go to bed. Spooky music time, yes. It's always a good time for spooky music. Grab my laundry bag. Think. Yeah, finally.
I think I'll keep one of these washcloths.
Okay. And oop. Keep one of these too, right? Yes. Phew. She didn't say anything, so I was really, really worried. He still has his do not disturb sign out. How long will it take me to get through the whole thing? Let's find out. Go into a third stream? We'll see. Speed running, we just do all the cooking. Okay. 1 French toast, 2 French toast, 2 French toast, 1 French toast, 2. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. One's 1, 2, 2. Okay. I have sort of a system. Yeah, this game's making me hungry again. 3 Canadian bacon, 3 Canadian bacon. Okay. Also 3 Canadian bacon. Good grief, everyone's just going ham on the Canadian bacon today. 3, 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So 2 full griddles here. Okay, 3 for you. 3 for you. All right. Three for you, 2 for you, and 1 for you. Okay, 2 French toast, 3 Canadian bacon.
Order up.
1 French toast, 2 Canadian bacon.
Order up.
2 French toast, 1 Canadian bacon. I don't understand how half of these people are getting by on the breakfasts that they get.
Order up.
How can that be enough? Alright, 2 omelets. Hyloceation, yes, this is my favorite part. See, I'm telling you, see, there's all of these cooking mini games in this one. You're cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they all sound really good. Yes, the French toast is killing me. Like, I really want French toast now. But also, the lunch has a quesadilla. Quesadilla sounds really good, too. Like, oh, man. Okay, so 2, 2, 3, 3, 2. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2. Chip says tomorrow I'll make French toast too, I guess. Right? And 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1.
Order up.
Okay. Boom. I love the cooking games. I love it. Might even love it too much. Alright. Can't get any towels from him. Ooh. Trumpet says, I live a 5-minute drive away from both Denny's and IHOP. So many breakfast options available at any time of day. Ooh. Oh, the temptations. Oh, it's less completely freezing today. That's nice. I can't even remember if our town has a Denny's. Never been to one. We have a Waffle House that I've never been to either. Luke says it's like IHOP but worse. Okay. Oof. Jeff says we have a place that serves breakfast all day, but the service really tanked after a year of the new owner. That's sad. Yeah. Like, our local IHOP used to be pretty good, and they went so far downhill. But they seem to have, like, shuffled some management and stuff around.
I shouldn't give Isis that. I should give her the notebook.
And like last time we went, it was vaguely more food-like. So I'm gonna keep testing and see if they're like edible now. 'Cause that would be nice.
Looks like it's not Yanni's.
Huh.
The scents match, which means those notes belong to Lou Talbot.
Chip says, yeah, we only go there for desperate now. It's expensive for what they're doing now, too. Like, just as much as it would be to take a trip to Cracker Barrel. Yike! Yeah, I know I talked about on stream that we had this absolutely awful experience at the IHOP a couple months back. Like, just so incredibly awful. And I had gotten this Nashville hot chicken and waffle thing, and the chicken was awful, the waffle was awful, it was an awful waffle. The Nashville hot sauce was legitimately sludge. I was sick for 2 days. Like, it was wretched, and it was $15. And Luke says it should have been unlawful. It was an unlawful, awful waffle. And
Warm again.
after I was feeling better, we went to, like a couple weeks later, I think, we went to this local, like, pub restaurant that we really like. So I was like, they have good Nashville hot chicken. I need redemption chicken. and got this Nashville hot chicken mac and cheese that they do. It was fantastic. Everything was so good. The chicken was fried just right, so crispy. And, you know, it's mac and cheese. It has pickles in it. It was just amazing. It was also $15. It's like,
Now what?
So I'm like just offended at IHOP now. Like, how dare that be the same price?
Meet me in the sauna in the basement. I have some interesting information for you.
Yeah.
Sauna sounds good to me.
Meet me in the basement. I have interesting information for you. I'm sure that you will love to learn whatever it is they want to tell you.
Now what? Lou Talbot, charged with trespassing, vandalism, and theft, found digging on private property, creating a piece of earthitecture inspired by maverick artist Poppy Dada, of keeping the dinosaur bones dug up in the process. Dinosaur bones?
Trumpet says, I got McDonald's for breakfast this morning and realized I could have bought groceries and made the sandwich for half the price. I know, right? Sif says, yeah, I remind my husband that whenever we get too caught up in eating out or ordering, let's go buy stuff to cook and eat better food, etc. Yeah. All right. Okay. Anyone to talk to? Yes. And then I'll go down to the basement. But first, I want to talk to Lou about his dinosaur notebook.
What's up?
Do you think I could have the Rex bone that you took from that plaque by the display case?
Dude, what makes you think I took some bone from some plaque?
Because you referred to it in your notebook, which I found outside in the snow.
Notebook?
Someone who has a really good nose for such things is positive that it's yours.
All right, here's the deal. There's a lot of people out there who collect stuff like fossils and dinosaur bones, okay? They pay big bucks for them. And it just so happens paleontology's kind of my thing, so yeah, I collect bones and I sell them.
So when you saw those stools over there, you recognized them to be dinosaur bones and decided to try to unearth more.
Except I haven't unearthed anything. I'm not the one who's been making things go boom out there. I mean, I may have found a couple of good specimens in a couple of craters, but I didn't make the craters, and I don't know who did. There. That's the key to the closet in my room. You want the bone from that plaque? Go ahead and take it. Okay, dude, excitement's over. Whose move?
The most serious that anyone has ever been about fox and geese. Meet me in the sauna.
Anybody here?
Oh.
These weren't here before. That birthmark below his eye looks very familiar.
All right. Have a good evening, chiller.
Hey, is someone out there? The door's... Whew, I'm getting really, really hot. Once I get all these pipes connected, I can turn on the cold water and cool this place off. I'm running out of time. I've got to do something fast.
Shush, I'm doing it, Nancy. Calm down.
I've got to get these pipes aligned before it pass out from the heat.
Yeah.
I don't have much time. I've got to get these pipes lined up. There. They may still be locked in, but at least I won't feel like a rotisserie chicken anymore.
Nancy!
Mr. Kessler? What are you doing down here?
I came down here looking for Ollie, but then I heard all this noise and thought I'd better check it out. Door got stuck again, huh? Say, you look kind of bedraggled. Are you all right?
I'm fine, and I'll be even better after you and I have a little talk.
Yeah, that's me. When I was a kid, this place was practically my second home. My late grandmother, Tilly Wentworth, used to own it.
So when you said this was the first time you've been here?
I lied. See, about 2 years ago, just before she died, my grandmother sold this place to Albert Moeequay without telling anyone in her family. From what I've heard about Moeequay, I'm pretty sure he bullied her into selling. I think he cheated her, and he cheated us, and that it's high time somebody...
Taught him a lesson by, say, putting Icicle Creek Lodge out of business?
I had nothing to do with that explosion, loose window, the food poisoning, the icy stairs, none of that stuff. You ask me, it's karma. The Moeequays are just getting what's coming to them.
Okay. Chip says bedraggled is a word I won tons of hangman games with in middle school. Nice. Chip says, I never in my life had ordered delivery until we moved here and my husband started a bad habit. Whoops. Yeah, I was not accustomed to eating out like almost ever until Luke and I started dating, and he got me accustomed to a particular lifestyle. Whoops.
Since you used to spend so much time here, do you know if there's a way to get into Trapper Dan's Needle?
You know that pyramid thing on the table over there by the entrance to the dining room? If you fool around with it until nothing but pigs show on the outside, this compartment will open up and inside will be this round magnetic thing that used to be Trapper Dan's special master key. Just hold it up by the needle and a hidden door will pop open.
But I already opened up the pyramid and there was nothing inside.
There wasn't? Oh. Well, I'm afraid you're out of luck.
It says just part of dating, I guess. I never eat out alone. True. Just especially with me like getting into a phase where I was looking to expand my palate, discovering that I can go to restaurants to try different things instead of always just making them at home for the first time myself. Dangerous.
There's no other way to get into Trapper Dan's Needle?
You know, Grandma Tilly once told me that if you turn the top of the pyramid 45 degrees, then fill all the boxes on the outside with one kind of animal, then another kind of animal, until you do that for all 4 animals, she said if you do that, you'd find a journal in there written by Trapper Dan himself.
Did you ever read it?
I was a kid. What would I want to read some crazy old coot's journal for?
I'd better get going.
Okie dokie.
Luke, did you fall asleep? Maybe for just a minute? Okay. Raccoon, wolf, pig, moose. Okay. Okay. Stardew Valley. Okay. There's Raccoon. And then... oh, different pattern. Okay. His nap was glorious. Glorious, I say. There we go. Ooh. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, this is really hard. Hmm. Oop. Hmm. Oop. Hmm. I'm not sure how to solve this one. Oh dear. Um. No. Hang on. Oh gosh. Oh, my poor little brain. Um. And then maybe. Oh dear. Oh dear. I might have to look up tutorial for this one. I'm not kidding. Oh dear. It's been a while since we had to look up a walkthrough for Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew. Walkthrough. Help! How on earth? Um. Okay, I need. Hang on. Okay, pyramid. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, either the picture won't load or it's so old it doesn't have the picture anymore. Oh dear. Well, that's problematic. Yeah, there isn't a skip button available. Hmm. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. Where is this thing? What on earth? Wait, is that it? Good grief. Alright, well, let's see if this works. Okay. I'll try it. It doesn't say how many times to click. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, there we go.
Daniel Weissnitz, better known as Trapper Dan, I'll bet.
Alright. A hi-yi-hi-ho-ho to you for discovering my hidden journal. I like his little squirrel sketches. Those are nice. Alright, no doubt you already found my magnetic key that unlocks my needle and the rooms. No. Keep my secrets safe, especially from the Mounties and those rascally squirrels, devious varmints. Okay. One thing's for certain, without an intelligent creature that can crawl through small spaces such as my beloved Mary, you won't be able to use my vaults. I fixed the vault passageways, so you can see if your animal is dumb or smart, getting lost in the vaults. Make sure your pet can jump as there are pits in there, and has paws or hooves to move the levers. Okay.
The first thing you need to do is crack my cipher below, or just follow the moose, wolf, raccoon, and Mary. Looks like the rest is in some kind of code.
Alright. If you're a knucklehead and lost my magnetic key, don't run around yelling like some crazed Wolverine. I've done it many times and come up with an ingenious way of getting back into my needle. As for the rooms, well, you'll just have to bust down the doors and remake the key. First thing you need to do is crack my cipher below. Alright, this is another one of those, ooh, bugs me things. Oh no. Boxing geese. Oh no.
Can't find Mary? Well, try pulling on that rope above the vaults. You'll just have to keep it taut. Mary always helped me with that. Mary must have been referring to his pet pig.
The caption says something different. It says Trapper Dan had way too much time on his hands. Alright. Oh good, it let us keep it. Now... let's see, this is part of why the game is just like... nope for me, because it will not recognize the code as having been deciphered until, I believe, Tino Balducci tells us about it.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Check.
Okay.
Oops, haven't
Oh,
done
yeah.
that. Check. That's finished. Oops, haven't done that.
Okay, let me go get that bone from Lou's room before I forget again. I have no idea how much game is left, so we should
Look
probably
at all
wrap
these
up here.
bones. Lou's been a busy guy. Here's the one I'm looking for, the Rex bone that's missing from that plaque.
Whoop. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, we'll call Tino and then quit.
Hey, Nancy. I'm still trying to reanalyze that survey data, if that's what you're calling about.
Actually, it's not.
Oh, well, what do you need?
I guess maybe I could use a hint.
That's what I'm here for.
All right.
A lot of Trapper Dan's journal is written in a
I
code
already
that
know
consists
this.
of 2 lines of jumbled up letters.
Sad.
Any idea how to decipher it?
Sounds to me like a railroad code. You read it top to bottom and left to right. In other words, go from the first letter in the top line to the first letter in the bottom line, to the second letter in the top line, to the second letter in the bottom line, and so on. Keep going like that and see what gets spelled out.
Okay.
Excellent.
All in a day's work. See ya.
All right. And save the game. All right. Call it here. I should be back tomorrow. Oh gosh. Wait, Chiller says she just made a Speedy Gonzalez impression to my dispatch. Cracked up. Mission accomplished. Nice. Okay. So I should be back tomorrow, usual time, 3 o'clock Eastern, with House Flipper. I'm excited. And hopefully next week we can finish this thing up. We'll see. All right. Till then, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm so glad that you were able to spend this time with me. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye, everybody.